Hi, soul friends. We are exactly 1 week out from the new moon. And, when my heart calls out, that's spirit talking to me. And the message I got was to continue to offer this encouragement that we all need as we're moving into and through this transformation that is happening for all of us because it is a beautiful thing. So, with that, we just want to thank God and Spirit, the beautiful divine, our archangels and ancestors for being here with us, for giving us clear messages, for encouraging us and supporting us with the highest vibration of light and love in this time. All right. Okay. So we're just going to kind of check the energy, friends, because I keep hearing a lot of us are saying, and I'm going to use my Moonology deck, of course. The names of the deck will be at the bottom in the description. But I think I keep hearing we want to know what's going on, what's the energy, what's happening, and we want to know what to do with it. Um, and intuitively, we're being told what to do with it. But that's okay because Spirit loves giving us confirmation. Spirit loves to give us confirmation. Spirit loves for us to feel validated in their loving presence. And so, thank you. Thank you, God and Spirit, for confirming, for validating, for loving us, for giving us clear messages, for helping us understand how to feel our intuition in our physical body and know when Spirit is speaking to us specifically. So, thank you for clear messages. What is the energy around us today? What do we need to take away? What encouragement are you giving us today, Spirit? Okay. New moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. Okay. So, we're going to take it to the Moonology Oracle Guidebook to get some clarification on that. Yes. Friends. This card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix that's rising from the ashes, as the birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark. It might almost certainly have you think there won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. This card also suggests if you know you are magical, then it is time to work your magic. It is it can also herald the start of a sexier time. If you've been experiencing something of a drought and emotional intimacy also is on the menu. Scorpio is the sign that likes to go deep into the body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing, superficial about what's coming your way. Attune to this moon energy. Have some sexy time. Some additional meanings may be it's time for you to let go of a grudge that you're holding. Move on from any jealousy you are experiencing. Stop being obsessive. And it could also mean, are you being paranoid? So that's a way for you to check in, and it's also time for you to make an investment. And the teaching around the sign of Scorpio, death, rebirth, and magic and shamans, the energy can be a little dark and scary, and not all of us like to face the shadow, but Scorpio demands it. In fact, it's through working through your dark side that you can get to the light. And the new moon in Scorpio and the appearance of this card at any other time suggests you need to do it now. So, in keeping with the energy of facing our fears and releasing those shadow energies, toxic behaviors, and relationships that no longer serve us, it's scary. It's a scary thing to shed who we knew we were or who we thought we were going to be. Um, but Spirit is telling us it's time to feel this new energy of the new moon that is coming in. I know you feel it as I do because we are light workers. We are spiritually guided. We have spiritual gifts. We are spiritually in tune. So it's time for us to work through that. Some of us have already been working through that. So we're continuing to work through those fears and use this new moon energy to release those fears. Okay, yes, thank you, Spirit. So with that, how do we, take steps to actually work through these fears? Um, let's check in with our soul, our soul's truth. Let's see what our soul is telling us to do as we're, or the question that the soul is raising for us to address and acknowledge. And I do like this soul truth deck because it usually gives practical steps um, as to activities we can do, like journaling, sitting out in nature, making sure we're listening to the wind, observing insects that are flying around us, dragonflies, flies, bees, just using nature as that, the whispers of nature. That's what I just heard, the whispers of nature. So thank you, God and Spirit, for practical steps. Thank you, God and Spirit. What is our soul's truth for how we can take practical steps to work through our fears in this new moon energy that we have coming up? Okay. So, do I believe that I am worthy? So, this may be a fear that some of us are working through. We don't believe we are worthy to be a star seed, to be enlightened, to be highly connected, to tap into our higher consciousness, to be delivered the abundance that the universe is given to us. Maybe because we've been jealous and envious of people. We've been holding grudges because we've not treated people well, because we've had these behaviors or addictions that we believe we should not be forgiven for. But the truth is, friends, we can't mess this up. The divine loves us and had already knew what we were going to do and how that was still going to be used to move us towards our highest good and our soul's truth. So let's get into it. Okay, friends, those are my thoughts. You are worthy, you are deserving, you are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life you have dreamt up. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. Maya Angelou, friends. Thank you, Ancestor Maya. Thank you, Ancestor Maya, for coming through. Maya Angelou, friends. Okay. So today's soul action for a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do you feel worthy? And today's mantra is, I am worthy of all. Friends, look how beautiful that is. Do not be afraid to step into your beauty, kings, queens. You are divinely placed. You are being divinely guided. You are a higher being, and you deserve it. No matter what you've done, your crown has been bought and paid for, and you are so loved. You are so loved. You are so loved. Yes. Okay. So for that, to give us some clarification, you want to know kind of what's happening to you. I'm pulling a star seed for wisdom and spiritual growth because we are spiritually growing, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful to spiritually grow. And so we're just thanking God and Spirit for being here with us. Okay, stillness. That flew right out, friends. So Spirit wanted you to know. Reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. So in this moment where you are working through your fears of knowing that you are worthy of the life that you have dreamt, get still and sit in the love. Let it wrap around you. Let it wrap around you and flow through you. Let your tears be the releasing of your fears. You are worthy, you are deserving, you are loved. Start seeing yourself for who you really are. It doesn't matter who you've been showing the world. It's time for you to show the world the real you. It's time for you to see the real you. It's time for you to see that. The divine sees it. The divine sees who you are, and the divine wants you to know how beautiful you are. And so does Ancestor Maya Angelou, friends. It's time for you to start living the life you have dreamt, because you can have it. It's available to you. It's ready. It's waiting for you. Of course, I want to take away a beautiful affirmation, because I love affirmations. And I love these affirmations because Spirit uses them to confirm that which we already know that's in our hearts, to pour out more love into us. And friends, I love getting into the love. That is my favorite thing to do, get into the love and get lost into the divine love. Now, I'm not talking about, all that other love that might not really be love, You know what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about the love of God, the divine, our angels, our ancestors. That love that helps us remember our soul truth, our soul path, who we are and who we are meant to be, friends. Okay? Okay. I am at peace with my age. So, friends, some of us feel like we're running out of time. We're getting older, and it's too late for us to have that life that we dreamt of. That might be a fear that a lot of us are working through. Friends, there are no limits on what the divine has for us. There are no limits on that. The limits are in our mind. And right now, that's what we have to release. We are releasing those limitations that involve jealousy, grudges, the restrictions, believing that we don't deserve what is being delivered to us because we've been living a little foul. It's okay, friends. It's time. We have time to turn it around. Okay? Age ain't nothing but a number. But, not the whole song, but okay. So each age has its own special joys and experiences. I am always the perfect age for where I am in life. Friends, sometimes we dream up a life, and we dream up a life to have it by a certain age or a certain time. We want to be married by a certain time. We want to have our children by a certain time. But the divine can still deliver everything that we desire. Everything that we desire, friends. And we are the perfect age for that deliverance. I'm 34, friends. 3 and 4, that's 7. That is a divine number. God is all around me and pouring out this loving energy by aligning me to my path and reminding me that I am worthy, that I am deserving, that I am loved, reminding me to get to my prayer corner, get to my meditative activities and be still and know that I am loved. I know that's going to ring for some of you. Be still and know that you are loved. Work through those fears, because that's what the passionate Scorpio energy has you to do. Tap into that passionate love that the divine has for you, because it's available, and release those fears of feeling like you are not worthy and that you're too old and your life is passing you by, because you are at peace with your age. Okay? Okay, friends? All right. So we're going to head on out of here with a beautiful message from Spirit. This message of love is a postcard from Spirit. Of course, I'm going to have that down in the description as well, so you can kind of tap in to that information on your own if you'd like to get any of these decks. Ooh, okay. Thank you, God and Spirit, for clear, loving messages. Thank you, God and Spirit, for clear, loving messages. What do we have today? So this card says you are beauty. Some of us are not feeling beautiful. And the Scorpio moon is trying to remind you you are sexy. Your intimacy is going to pick up. And that may be your intimacy with yourself. Maybe you need to stand in front of the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful you are. Stand in front of the mirror and say, I am worthy of it all. Stand in front of the mirror and say, you are worthy. You are deserving. You are loved. You are beautiful, no matter what age you are. Okay? Come on, friend. Some of us may feel like gravity is pulling our breasts down, or we don't have the perfect shape that we're seeing of all these beautiful women and men on the social media. But the divine says we're beautiful at every age. We're worthy. We are deserving. We are loved. We are loving. Get still. Okay, friends, I'm going to carry on. The common sayings, be in the world, but not of it, and wear the world loosely, refer to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached to specific outcomes. Do not take this world too personally, for you are one of many co-creators here to play, and we have many ideas about how all this should play out. Just know the outcomes don't matter as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There's a real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So will you wear the world loosely, or will it be a straitjacket to you? And that straitjacket is those fears and not living the life that you dreamt. Okay, friends? Yes, Spirit. It is your choice. Whatever happens, have the courage to keep trying to live as you are meant to. Your dreams, friends. More confirmation. And when it's time to manifest, don't worry about how or even why. We have that covered. Spirit has that covered, friends. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Spirit has a plan, loving you always and forever. You are beauty, and Spirit loves you. Spirit loves you, friend. And look at this. It's a beautiful deer, okay? Because you've got that light worker energy, because you've got that higher wisdom, and Spirit's showing you that wisdom, okay? At any age, you are at peace with it, because at any age, there's a special joy and experience ready and available to you. So work through those fears of getting older and missing out on the life that you dreamt. Release that. Get still. Take to your mantras, because your ancestor Maya Angelou has said, I am worthy of it all. She told you. Your crown has been bought and paid for, friends. Okay. That was beautiful, and I just want to send you all my love and light, friends, and I hope you are continuing to do this work and put down these fears and release these grudges and release these energies. I love.